Okay, let's get warmed up. We warm up because we want to get all of our blood flowing, our heart rate elevated, we want to mobilize our joints, and really we want our brain to signal to our body that it's time to do some work. If we went right from cold into our workout, there's a risk that we might injure ourselves and our workout may not be as effective. So I'm going to set the timer for 5 minutes. I'm going to run you through a series of movements just to get ourselves moving dynamically and get warmed up so that we can start the work. Let's go. All right, we're going to get going in 5 seconds. And we're going to start with a very simple move. We're nice and tall, and we're just going to reach across our body. Nice and strong. We're standing in a good, strong posture. Just reaching across, starting to warm up our core. This is about warming up our big muscles. We got 5 more seconds here. Breathe. All right, we're moving into a squat. This is a compound move. So we're dropping into a squat and then we're reaching across our body. Now we're putting a bit of a twist into this movement. We want our weight in our heels. We want to be tracking our knees, which means pointing them out. It's like we're sitting in a chair and we're just giving a little twist at the top. We want to be really effective in our warm-up. Now we're going to warm up our hips. We're going to move our feet back so that they're shoulder width apart, and it's like I'm trying to close a door. When I feel that hamstrings start to tighten, I'm going to pop back up. This is called a good morning. If this is accessible to you, this is as far as you need to go. If you want to challenge it a bit more, you can even put your hands just lightly on your head and push forward. You're only pushing forward back to a neutral spine. Now we're going to do a bit of a twist. We're going to drive our knee up to our elbow. A little bit of hip flexion here. Exhaling. Whew, 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 as we come up. Nice drive with the knee. We're not bending here. I'm not trying to bend. I'm just bringing these pieces together. I'm contracting my abs as I'm doing this. Now we're going to move into some butt kickers. So all we want to do is try and drive that heel up and hit our glute. Now, if you want to make this a bit more dynamic, you can bring some arms into it. That'll help to get your heart rate up. Anytime you involve more muscles or move your limbs farther away from your body, your heart rate is going to naturally elevate. A couple more seconds here. Now, back to shoulder width apart. We're just going to do a hip circle. So we're just thinking of drawing a big circle with our hips. We're putting our hip joints through a full range of motion here. And when we get to the front, we're going to go back and circle the other way. And again, today your circle might be smaller. You may feel a bit rusty, and that's okay. Now we're going to do a hip hurdle. So we're going to bring our knee up and around, and we're going to come back. You may want a chair here, or hold on to a wall for support. Whatever you need, so that you're nice and tall and strong. And we're bringing our hip through, around, and back through. One more time, around, and back through. Nicely done. Moving into a high knee march. So we're just driving our knees up, trying to get to about the height of our belly button. Again, if you want to make this a bit tougher, you can just reach your arms up. Your heart's got to work a little bit harder because it's got to get that blood through our arms. Make sure your shoulders are back and down, and you're standing nice and tall and strong. Couple more seconds here. Now we're going to warm up the backs of our legs in a hamstring scoop. So I'm going to step forward, my front foot, I'm on my heel, and I'm just scooping. And I'm switching legs on my heel, and I'm scooping. I'm not locking my knee out. My knee is still very soft. It's not bent. And just scoop until you feel that stretch in the back of your leg. And we're going to do a little bit of cardio for the last 30 seconds so we can move into a jog here. If that's not accessible to you, maybe high impact is just not your thing, and that's okay, then I want a really nice quick march. Really drive those knees up, get your elbows pumping. So let's get going for the last 10 seconds. You're almost there. I'm gonna drive my knees up a little bit higher. Let's get that heart rate working. And we're ready. See, I'm breathing a little bit harder. Should be slightly out of breath, not crazy. Heart rate should be up a little bit. You feel like nice and warm through your core. Now we're ready to do our real workout, the real strength building. So join me in the next video for your first strength training session, and let's go do this.